Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today I want to comment on something that's been going around online for some time. And that is that Wonder Woman, scheduled to be released in June of this year, has the same issues as some of the not so well received DC films we've seen thus far. So apparently one of these rumors, if I'm not mistaken, came from over at Collider Video, where a person over there had an inside source who was able to view a test screening. Apparently they felt Wonder Woman was disjointed and had the same issues like Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad. Now, it would also seem the same source has predicted the shortcomings of Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad as well prior to their release. So the idea is that this is a pretty solid source. So let me just say that on my channel I've expressed my problems with the DC Cinematic Universe on more than one occasion. It would seem that at first glance I may not even like DC. However, that couldn't be further from the truth. I actually like DC storylines much better than, say, Marvel Universe stories. And I think that's why I've been so critical of the DC Cinematic Universe, due to the fact I really wanted to like all these movies they've released over the last several years. A lot of people have blamed everyone from Zack Snyder to David S. Goyer, including myself. But as far as David S. Goyer and Zack Snyder, I am very convinced that these are capable writers and directors. David Goyer wrote the first Blade movie. Zack Snyder directed Watchmen, both masterpieces to me as far as comic book to movie adaptations. So I know the team that DC uses are capable people. I think Patty Jenkins, who's scheduled to direct Wonder Woman, will as well be a good director. So I can only assume there's some politics going on behind the scenes with the executives that create problems for these talented people. That said, I don't believe the rumor. I believe this movie will not only be good, but it may be the best movie from the DC Cinematic Universe, probably so far. As I really wasn't a big fan of Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, or Suicide Squad, but I think Wonder Woman will be better than them all. So some reasons why I think that. I'm going to start with the strongest reason so far. And that is, we got to see Wonder Woman in action already. And not only that, but for me, she saved the entire film of Batman vs. Superman. She was the only thing I found interesting about the film for the most part. So she did an excellent job. So she built up a type of familiarity with what we'll see when Wonder Woman comes out. And I know she didn't have a really huge part, but I think it's much better going in with some history of her and her in this role, than none at all. Next, I would say that the actress who plays Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, as an actress has surpassed my expectations. I think she's believable as Wonder Woman. I like how her acting just seems so natural and effortless. She doesn't need to try to convince me she's Wonder Woman. I just buy it. She just has this subtle, natural grasp of the role, and it works. So I like her as Wonder Woman. Whereas with Henry Cavill, he just seemed like a very generic, to me, type Superman. I just felt anybody could have been Superman. But with Gal Gadot, I just feel like she really gets the role. The other reason I think this will be a great film is that it's a standalone movie. It's her own movie. It's Wonder Woman's own movie. DC has had more success with standalone movies. They don't really have the experience like Marvel to do team-ups and leagues, And so not only is Wonder Woman going to get her own story told, we get to focus on her character alone without being distracted by others. I think it's also going to be a fresher story for us. We really haven't seen Wonder Woman brought to any screen in a long time. The last time we saw her really brought to any screen was pretty much before a lot of us were even born, and I think that was in the 1970s. So I think it's going to be fresh and new for us, you know, as opposed to the constant recycling of Batman and Superman. Also, the Wonder Woman trailers look awesome and are shot quite well. And I don't mean on the level of how, you know, trailers look, you know, with like Man of Steel and Suicide Squad, and we thought they were going to be great movies, you know, as well. You know, however, at this point in history, it looks very interesting, or the era in which they shoot in. I like the fact they're doing it in the past and not the present. Kind of like how Captain America did it. And I think that just works. It creates something we're familiar with from the past, but at the same time unfamiliar. So I think this film will save DC, at least for now. And I think it will be a great movie. Now, there have been other movies that had a similar set of rumors about them. Rogue One was one of them. And, you know, for me, from the beginning, I thought Rogue One was going to be a great movie, but there were rumors going that Rogue One was going to be a horrible movie and that it was going to fail. And we see how Rogue One turned out. It turned out pretty well, I'd say. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. Feel free to comment about if you like what you're seeing so far with the Wonder Woman movie, or if you just like Wonder Woman. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care, guys.